Today I'm going to do a review of a game by Greg Lobanov, and if you can't already tell by my shirt, I love this game. Let me tell you why. So real quick, I'm never going to have a sponsor on this channel that I don't believe in, that I don't use personally, or that I wouldn't use personally. And sometimes I'm just going to have people on this channel that aren't sponsors that I want to promote. And today is one of those examples. Today I want to give a shout out to the Sci-Fi Sisters podcast. They have an excellent podcast where they interview some awesome sci-fi actors, and they talk about how sci-fi has impacted their lives personally on a really profound level. It's a great podcast. Please check it out. So I've been playing Pokemon since I was a really little kid. It's one of the first video games I ever got into. I have some really fond memories of playing Pokemon Red, beating all 8 gym leaders, going to the Elite Four. I had such an amazing time playing Pokemon. But as I got older, I got a little tired of the formula. I took my starter Pokemon and I leveled them as high as I could, and he was just so overpowered that he would just wipe my opponents. I wouldn't need to use any type strategy, didn't really need to think about the rest of my party. That one Pokemon was just strong enough that I could just click the attack button over and over again to select my first move, and my opponents would faint. I really loved the Monster Collector RPG style game, but Pokemon just wasn't satisfying me anymore. To give the simplest explanation of the game, Beastieball is Pokemon meets volleyball RPG. And this added volleyball mechanic brought another layer of strategy that I was absolutely craving. First off, level is no longer the be-all end-all of Beastieball battles. There's a great rock, paper, scissors style type system in the game that helps to level out any kind of power imbalances between the beasties. And instead of just trying to knock out the opposing beasties, you actually need to score 2 points to win the game, which happens by hitting an empty square on the opponent's play side. So it's not just what you're attacking with, but where you're attacking. This led to some really fun battles where I was facing harder opponents, but I won the match because I was able to hit the ball to an empty square. And when I won matches, it felt like it was because I had a better strategy, not because I had more powerful beasties. And your beasties are going to get knocked out a lot, and it requires you to have a full team of developed beasties. There's no longer this gameplay of just one is going to be enough to get you all the way. I also really loved how they allowed you to change your beastie's attack at any point in the game, which really allowed you to play around with different strategies and how different beasties would play well together. I promise you, I was learning better ways to optimize my beasties playing together, even well past the last boss of the game. I also have to say the monster designs in this game are incredible. Some of my personal favorites were a bird that looked like a UFO and a little crab that had a top hat for a claw named Crabberay. The world was fantastic to explore. Greg does a really great job of making really interesting characters. I'm usually someone who skips characters completely. I don't really care about dialogue. I skip through it as fast as I can. Not with this game. I really make a point to talk to these characters because they're really funny, interesting, have great backstories, and it feels like there's a world to explore where these people know each other and have relationships. It was really fantastic. The music in this game was also incredible. I'm pretty sure every boss had their own unique boss music, which was really great to listen to while doing the Beastie matches. I really can't recommend this game enough, and if you're like me and you used to love Pokemon or you still love Pokemon, I recommend you check this out. I'll throw a Steam link in the description as well. So at the end of my videos, I'm going to rank all the games that I've played, and since this is my first, it'll start out at number 1. Thanks for watching.